And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. Today we are reviewing Sharknado 5 Global Swarming. This movie came out in 2017. We're just going back to back to back to back, which makes you know that they were planning on doing this many to begin with, no matter how good the first one was. So there's that, I guess. Or they really rushed production, which, you know what, also makes a lot of sense. More so than the first reason. Because god fucking damn it, the CGI is still fucking awful. Not the point. Anyway, after running out of ideas and going to space and then going inland and making regular tornadoes, they finally decided, nah, we're going to stick to the coast again, as you should, and then go international. Finally. They go to like London, and they go to, I think they go to Japan too, if I remember correctly. I think they go to India. They go to a few different places. Oh, they go to Egypt. Giant desert full of sand. Makes sense that sharks would be there. This is the fucking Today Show again, dude. Why? I mean, my God. Why? And they have Abby Lee Miller in here. Why? The dance moms lady. Why? It's like they just brought anybody in at this point. There's so many more references. I mean, the intro to this one this time is Indiana Jones. So now they've done James Bond, Star Wars, and Indiana Jones. And really, the second movie was kind of a parody, I think, of Snakes on a Plane. Not really. It really wasn't, but I guess you could say it was. There's tons of more of these references. I mean, we get fucking Bret Michaels in here too. Where's Papa Meat when you need him? But for some reason, Bret Michaels is in London. But then you realize that this movie came out in 2017, which means production of this movie probably took place at least somewhat in 2016. And so there's direct Trump propaganda in this movie. And they don't even try and hide it. One, you have Bret Michaels in London. Tony Hawk, another massive Republican, is in this movie. And for some reason, he is skating on top of the Sydney Opera House to be able to open the flaps so that they can use nuclear weapons. But also, literally, when they're in London, Finn's there, and Finn goes up to the podium, and he's like, "We have to make America great again." Could you really not have to have politics in a fucking Sharknado film? How much did Trump pay you to put that in there? It's really annoying too, because like these movies have some, they have stories, they have cool action sequences, and yet they just sell out. Like they sell out to Subway, they sell out to Xfinity, now they sell out to Donald Trump. And they're not even trying to hide it. How broke are you? And then there's the skiing scene when they're skiing down the fucking mountain and literally sharks disappear midair. Because again, the CGI is fucking awful. How is it this bad? 5 fucking movies in a row. And then there's a Pokemon Go reference. Pokemon Go. Which is actually kind of funny. I actually like the Pokemon Go part. I don't know why I'm mad about it. Pokemon Go part was fun. The Pope, there's a scene with the Pope, and that's wild. It says, "Forgive me, Father, for I am Finn." Thank you, Finn, for that line. And this is just part of the point where, like, this point, Finn is literally a god. He literally is a god. Like, he cannot be stopped. With all the, like, action sequences, right? Like, standing on the ground with a chainsaw and just chainsawing sharks. I mean, that's badass. Right? But I wouldn't consider that a godlike ability. But, like, he's, like, at this point, just, like, riding sharks. Or jumping across sharks. He literally jumps into the Sharknado and, like, flies around. And just, like, slices sharks in half there. And they really do nothing to make him seem like human anymore. He's just really, literally, just a god. And he has a cyborg wife now that can shoot lasers out of her eyes and stop Sharknadoes. And then the whole mission for the movie is that Finn's kid, because they have that baby, remember, from the third one? Well, the baby is not a baby anymore. He's like 10. But he gets sucked into the Sharknado. And there's like, they're like going, and the Sharknado's like going up in the sky and then going to another place in the world and landing again. So they have to like keep going to these different places to find him. By the time they do finally catch up with him, which I think is in Tokyo, that kid should have long been dead before that. By the time they actually finally catch up with him, they don't even really catch up with him. They see him, and then they just lose him. It doesn't even fucking happen. We just lose the kid. That kid should have been dead long before that point. Getting sucked around in a tornado for that long, getting sucked into the sky. But, you know, every main character is invincible, so apparently that's... I mean, we got the fucking wife who's died 3 times and is now a cyborg. But I guess they do actually start to show themselves some mortality. I don't know why. They should have just went fully into it at this point. But main characters finally start to actually die off. Like, Nova dies. Why the fuck are you killing her, by the way? She, like, has, like, the best backstory as well. Like, she has an actual believable backstory for why the way she is. About her grandpa and stuff. So why the fuck are you killing her off? But, like, the other son dies, too. I think the daughter died as well. Claudia's her name, or whatever the fuck. The wife gets decapitated. So now the wife's just a head. And, like, the whole world ends. Which is wild. The whole, like, world gets sucked into these, like, infinite hurricanes. And just is gone. The world's just gone. But even with the world ended, they still have time to put in a big, clear Xfinity sign. I mean, are you big for real right now? Oh my god. Whatever. So the whole world ends, then they leave it off on another cliffhanger, which we'll get to in the last review, but again, like, there's some really cool action sequences, and it's really not that bad of a movie, but it's just too much. It's just too much. I mean, Xfinity and Donald Trump product placement. I mean, that alone gives it I'm giving it a 3. Give it a fucking 3. I don't know. Anyways, that's going to do it for this review of Sharknado 5 Global Swarming. Got one more of these, so stay tuned for that. and other much more amazing content. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.